YouTube, what up? Game Dogs RC back with another one. Today I just wanted to make a quick video talking about the Trump tariffs and the effects that it'll have on us in the RC community. So basically my input on it, because it's not a political channel, but it's a lot of politics behind that. But basically, it's like it may be like a 10% increase on the price of goods. Now, as we know, a lot of our cars over here are actually made over in China and in Taiwan. Like, for example, Traxxas, certain stuff you might see made in USA, certain stuff made in Taiwan. A lot of stuff like, our Horizon Hobby, our Relarlos, Chinese stuff, your WL Toys, a lot of your MJX Hyper Goes, your um what else we got? High boxing, stuff like that. Those are from China. Then your Kyoshos and your Tamiyas are from Japan. So I don't know if we'll see a price on that. But as far as I know, they say Mexican, Canadian, and Chinese goods will be tariffed. So I've seen a notice from Horizon Hobby that said that they were going to increase prices. We'll go over that. And I had got a personal email from Red Cat also saying their cars will increase in price by 10% and all their parts will. So let's start going through some of these websites and have a look.
All right. So we got an article that says RC cars and tariffs. Okay. So tariffs could make RC cars more expensive, potentially pricing new enthusiasts out of the hobby. I don't always say that because, like I tell people, uh, this is a great car. This Valalo Rob One, but it's a 114 Mini. Okay, so we'll give you basically what I tell people is like riding a motorcycle. Okay, if you're gonna learn how to ride a bike, don't buy a brand new bike when you're learning how to ride. Okay, you want to buy a used bike because you're going to go down, you're going to break stuff. Okay, these cars are basically micro versions of real cars. So little stuff like warming up your tires and warming up the parts on like real cold days, also that's like real cars. It has an effect, temperature, environment, all that has an effect on the way these cars handle and drive. Okay. So I don't think that the tariff would chase people out of the hobby, but you are going to pay a little bit more to get in. Now there are a lot of good cars that come from China. So a lot of those cars will be a little more expensive. For Larlo, Hosim, WL Toys, a lot of stuff you can find on Amazon. But those are the best entry level cars. Now the price can stack up if you break one and buy another, break one and buy another instead of repairing them. And I tell people if you get in and you get a mini, they're very, very annoying to work on. They're very, very small and compact. Everything's jammed down in the tub. So it's like buying a brand new motorcycle while you're learning how to ride. Only a dummy will tell you to learn how to ride a bike on a brand new bike. Okay, so you want to stay budget conscious when you're getting into the hobby. Okay, but it says if tariffs increase, entry level RC cars that currently cost around 150 could rise to 200, and higher end models might see similar price hikes. This increase could affect not only the initial purchase, but also the cost of parts and maintenance. Now, as we'll discuss in a little bit, Traxxas, they make their stuff in the US and a lot of their stuff is made over in Taiwan. Okay. Um, Red Cat sent me an email saying they'll have a 10% increase on their vehicles and on their parts. So we know some of their stuff is comes from overseas, but and I would assume China because I don't think they get their parts from Mexico or Canada. But their trucks and stuff are made here. That's why they said on most of their vehicles. Because when I broke the Valkyrie, okay, you cannot find any part for Red Cat's newest vehicles on anywhere but redcat.com. Okay, you got to go to Red Cat Racing. You have to order the parts for the newest drop, all their newest releases. Okay, some of their older cars, they might have a ton of parts already in the warehouse stored up. Okay, so it says cars that currently cost around 150 could rise to 200. Higher end models might see similar price hikes. This increase could also affect the parts of maintenance. It says in a broader context, tariffs on imported goods generally lead to higher prices for consumers. It's going about how real cost, but basically the impact of tariffs on RC cars will depend on the sourcing of components and the manufacturing location. If RC car manufacturers rely heavily on imported parts from countries subject to tariffs, the cost could be passed on to the consumer. RC enthusiasts might find it increasingly difficult to afford new models and parts if tariffs significantly increase prices. However, some users noted that they could continue to source components directly to manufacturers in countries like China, which might mitigate the impact of tariffs. I don't think so because if they realize that the imported goods are being produced in China, it's going to be subject to tariffs. So I found another article. Let me pop it up real quick and go forward. Okay. Because another one, this is the one I wanted you guys to see. Okay. So it says tariffs are expected to significantly impact the RC car hobby, making it more expensive for enthusiasts. According to discussions on Reddit, tariffs could increase the cost of RC cars and their components, such as electronics, radios, speed controllers, and motors, by up to 50 to 100% overnight. Trump said it's going to be a 25%. Companies like Traxxas and Armor, which produce in Taiwan, may not be directly affected by tariffs due to U.S. acknowledgement of Taiwan's sovereignty. But Horizon Hobby already said that they'll be affected by tariffs, which Armor, Losi, Axial, a lot of companies fall under Horizon. Okay. And even if the armored vehicles themselves are not taxed, they'll probably be taxed because of the parts under them, which could be subject to the tariff. Um, so it says, however, some manufacturers might shift production to countries like Taiwan and Malaysia to avoid the Chinese import policy. Now, in my opinion, that's stupid. It might be cheaper to keep it because why would you uproot all of your manufacturing plants and then you have to get negotiation deals with the country you're trying to move to? You might have to pay them stuff, and then it's going to cost you more in the long run to up. So just paying the tariff tax might be better for the companies than. But it says these measures aim to encourage domestic production, which could lead to higher prices for imported goods, including R3 cars. It means they want more stuff made over here in America. So uh, that's it. What we got on this tariffs.
Yeah, so that's what it is, y'all. Um, Too bad I couldn't find too many vlogs. This was just kind of like a off the dome freestyle vid. I didn't really search the internet and go do a whole lot of research, but once again, we'll just back up a point for anybody looking to get in the hobby. Buy one of these. Now, this they don't come with these wheels, okay? So, from my last video, I still basically have these on here. Now I was able to fix this buggy, okay? But this buggy, I noticed that the tariffs were already enacted when Trump got elected, way before they announced the actual tariffs, because the American tariffs are not active yet until like March 4th, maybe like another 5 days, 4 days, right? But this car was 179, 180, and now it's 199. It's 200. It was a $20 increase on the price on Rolala. Now I don't know if that was the popularity of the buggy or the tariffs. Okay, but this one on Amazon hasn't gotten cheaper. It's still 150 bucks. So I will still be an advocate. If you are new to the hobby, um, I can say it depends on your budget. This was only 150 bucks, but it's a 114 scale. It's a mini. Um, I always say go for 110 or better. But now with the tariffs, I can honestly say you might as well just pay the Traxxas tax. I'm gonna be real with you. I hate to recant on some of my past statements about Traxxas, but like I always said, they are very beginner friendly. Okay, so we don't really know how much these tariffs are going to affect the hobby truly until we start to see them. But we do know that a few manufacturers like Red Cat, Horizon, they've already started saying that it's going to be an effect in pricing because of the tariffs. So you guys can go ahead and do your own research, go look into it deeper. But this Game Dogs RC, man, thanks for giving me y'all time and y'all ear. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, man, so you can enter that giveaway. Um, I found a good way. My man Lyndon Rolalo, when I watched his giveaway the other day, he found a website that does the little random spinner wheel. So I think that's what I'm gonna do when I reach 500 subs and give out the Omni Terminator. I may actually give out maybe a red cat because it's a little bit more expensive. It's like $300. It's a little bit bigger than the Omni, but a lot of people still voted on the Omni. So we'll decide that when we start getting there. We almost halfway there, y'all. Y'all keep hitting that subscribe button, man. But this Game Dogs RC once again. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.